no veas, a Sevilla. Y al último que cuando ya salió la bien de regla.
It is Friday on Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that. Now, it's been about a week or so into the THOLIN FOULBEARD fusion so far. I predictably haven't bothered with it. Why? Because he's terrible? No, he's not terrible. He's just not brilliant either. He's decent. But for me, decent doesn't really cut it that much nowadays. He was sold as this counter towards the event dungeon, and you don't need me to tell you that he's actually not very good against the stage 30 just because of how hard it hits and because it has 6-star ward of a Fallen with a lot of attack for those ward stacks to do damage. You can tell I haven't even started on the event dungeon. Why? I don't really need pinpoints, and especially not enough to face something that is much more awkward than Queen of Hearts last time, because, more work for the same reward is not something I try to encourage if I can. Now, speaking of work and reward, we have the brand new Demon Slayer Titan event, which just came out today, where you can earn demon points to get various rewards, including relics, and the 5-star soul for Fallen FOULBEARD. But there is something about this we want to talk about, something where Plarium have been doing Plarium things again, because, sometimes you desperate business even if you're doing really, really well financially. They are, even if sometimes they just pretend they're not. It's a common thing amongst, gacha live service where they pretend they have no money whatsoever. So, you look through this, there is this relic, Gaze of Damnation, and Gilded Opinion. We'll go over those real quick just in case you don't know what they do. So, Relic Index, Event. So, Gaze of Damnation. Let me just move this over here. Okay. Wearer deals 2% more damage per skill activated, scats with 10% and 1% less for enemies in the fear or true fear. So it's pretty similar to, what's it called? Imperial Coronet. Let me see. Oh, Arithi Coronet. Imperial Coronet. You can tell I don't rehearse this sort of thing, but has a bit more conditional effect because it has fear or true fear. Nothing else works. And does have crit damage and accuracy main, so I feel like I'm good for someone like Odin who wants both of those, but as we all know, it's probably going to end up just being, Wand or something else he has instead. And the other one is Gilded Opinion. You take 1% less damage for each turn on all of your skills cooldown remaining. And this goes up to 2.5%, so assuming that you had 2 4-turn CD skills on full cooldown, you'd be gaining 20% damage reduction, which I suppose is fine, but I think that the other issue is that it is competing with Wand of Submission, which is, the go-to, can't think of what to put on your PvP champions? Yeah, just put it on them and it'll probably win you a game or 5 because, reflect effects, by the way. And, yeah, so whoever is saying, oh, most players need this, they don't. Whoever is saying that was doing it for views. They don't really believe that, they just doing whatever gets them most money from videos, okay? Doesn't mean they're a bad person, just means they know how to game the system, because that is the state of YouTube nowadays, whether you like it or not. Am I an expert on that? No, you can tell by my numbers. But, yeah. So anyway, where was I? Because we had a bit of a talk about other stuff there for a second. We'll go back to the Titan event, and so there's these 2 relics. There's the 5-star for Fallen, and the 3-star, but hang on, 1 second. I forgot. Where's the 4-star? Where's the 2-star? Oh, it turns out they are not there. And if we know what 2-star Blessing does, it gives you attack, and 4-star gives you crit damage. So yeah, if you go for 1-star, you don't have the attack. You go for the 3, you don't have a crit damage. So it's either you go all the way to the 3, which isn't really that hard, it's 600 points, you can get that for a couple of events tops. But then there's this, which requires much more work, and if you don't go all the way for this, you're not getting the crit damage, and this is a bit gimped in regards. But you can have many people now who feel pressured because they're going to get to this, they're going to get some way through, then realise, yeah, this relic isn't that good, and I want the 5-star soul for him. Most people are going to be using him for like hard mode faction wars or Curse City or something. Like I said, he's not a bad champion, he's just not brilliant. Like, we had a Fusion and March who was like, yeah, this is actually loud for some reason. But yeah, so either you go to pretty much of nothing, or you go for all, and hey, this sort of thing ain't cheap. Like, let's go over to the champ chase that I also started today. It's a 2x on Ancients, 10x on, I've forgotten his name. And if you want 200 points off a bat, you're going to have to put in 5.5, which is pretty much how it always is. I can't really say they're pumping point requirements up much more nowadays. It's like back then when they made Sand Devil require 75% more points for Mortal Soulstone, and then everyone was really sad about it. Then did it in a way because, you know, Paylamium has them over a barrel. Including myself, I mean, I'll be honest about it. So, yeah, there's that. And what's going to happen is, the more people end up doing this, the more player I'm going to think, oh, let's do that again. And now there's always going to be something that's basically just a 3-star basalt in this slot instead of something more useful. You know, in case you miss a couple events and then you're at 1,480 points and you feel really bad about it because, you know, 10 Eternal Soul Essence. You require 400 to buy both a 5-star and a 6-star for a Legend Revival Way. Just saying. And the rest of it is like kind of whatever. I mean, it's an avatar. Great. Literally cosmetic. So, yeah. I don't really have much more to say on the matter. Am I going to be pulling anything? The answer is probably no. I mean, it's pretty good, but at the same time, 10x is 10x. It's like a 4% chance. He's not quite the, yeah, that's actually in the game, like Vulcanos Humor was. And the rest, yeah. Also, yeah, no, 8 Remnant Summons. I'm not touching them. Not right now, anyway. What? You thought I was going to, like, do so? No, I'm not. In fact, I'm clicking off this right here. What are you going to do about it? Brute force recover my account and open all my shards. I mean, sure, if you want to do that, then, like, fine. In fact, I'm flattered that I'm considered that important to you to spend your entire day doing that. But yeah, I'm just hopping on at this point. So, yep, Polarium up to their old tricks with a new trick, and put it this way, things never get better. They only ever get worse. Usually. In-game, of course. In terms of life, yeah, don't... Why is this like this? 1 second. That's a bit better now, isn't it? In terms of life, stay positive. Things are good there, they're just not good in this because it's a gacha designed to milk you like livestock. Which we're all still playing anyway. I guess just rest market isn't very good now, is it? Okay, like seriously, this point I'm just hopping on about nothing. Yeah, okay, we're done. See ya.